And some restaurant customers are trying to embrace the season of giving. At an Applebee's in LaGrange, Kentucky, waitress Lola Snyder says a very generous woman came into the restaurant last week. The woman's check was only $12 and she left a tip of $200.
Had to do a double take because she had written Merry Christmas, God bless you, and left me a $200 tip.
Snyder says she wanted to thank the woman, but the generous customer had already left before she had this chance.
First Alert Weather is brought to you by the Medical Center.
Now that's the way to give. Just leave it. Don't call attention to yourself. Just leave it there and move on. Bless somebody else. That's the way. Pass it on. Pay it forward. I love that. All right, well, the weather, we've got a little bit cooler day on tap for us today, even a few more clouds than what we saw yesterday, but the trend is warming over the next few days and then wetter once we get into the weekend. Here's a look at First Alert Live Doppler radar. We're seeing a little bit of activity on the radar screen this morning, not around here, but certainly off to the north and northeast of us. Getting some light radar returns here. Some of this is in the form of rain as temperatures are just above freezing, but it's a little bit further north of us, north of the Ohio River, stretching along Interstate 64 from Louisville back to Evansville. A little mix of precipitation, maybe a little bit of wet snowflakes mixing in with some sleet, then over to rain, then over to snow showers as you head further north and east. This is a little clipper system that's just going to do just that. It's going to clip the northern side of Kentucky. Some of our northernmost counties, maybe around the Litchfield area, you could pick up a little bit of light, maybe mostly rainfall, I think, if anything, just a little bit of sprinkles or two, maybe some sleet mixed in with it, but temperatures are just warm enough to keep it by the time it gets here. Mostly liquid precipitation, plus it is in a dying state, so as it moves off to the south and east, it may dissipate even before it reaches you. Well, here's a look at temperatures this morning, and we're starting out, as mentioned, mostly above freezing. There's a couple of places like Calhoun and Madisonville that are just 1 degree or so below freezing. And then everybody else is in the mid-30s to even low 40s. So as that disturbance runs southeast, it's going to hit some warmer, drier air. So we think it's just going to fall apart by the time it gets here. How about your hometown forecast today? This time we go to Lake Malone, and that includes the Greenville, Central City, Powderly area. 46 will be your high temperature today. A little cooler than yesterday, but still not bad. 45 for Morgantown and Butler County, 47 for Russellville, Elkton and Todd County, 47 today. By the way, the Kentucky Lottery Powerball jackpot for tomorrow night estimated to be at $50 million. That chump change compared to the Mega Millions drawing for tonight that everybody's talking about, estimated now $586 million. Here's a view live down Scottsville Road, seeing a little break in the cloud cover. You can see that overcast sky. There's we're looking off to the south and east just a little bit. We'll see a few clouds this morning and a little sunshine, and then that will be the case through the rest of the day. 37 the current temperature reading in Bowling Green, but it feels like 33 with that little bit of a southwest wind at 4 miles an hour. We head north to Litchfield in Grayson County. You're starting out at 38, but it feels like 32 there this morning. 39 is the temperature at the Bowling Green Airport. Warmer 40s down to the south, except for Huntsville, Alabama at 33. A little bit of cloud cover there, or actually a clear sky, but where we see the clouds, temperatures just a little bit warmer, like Memphis at 41. Where the skies have cleared behind our weak disturbance, temperatures only in the 20s off to the north. Right now, Bowling Green sits at 6 degrees warmer than at this half hour just yesterday. And here's that disturbance I'm telling you about this morning, or was talking about and showing you on the radar. There's just a little bit of thin line of precipitation, again falling apart as it hits the drier air over south central Kentucky. Not much to work with here. The better dynamics with that system off to the north and east across parts of the eastern half of the Ohio Valley. By the time it gets here, it should be falling apart and really not much of a big deal. High pressure takes over for the next few days. We see a warming trend with southerly breezes. By the way, today the winds could pick up 10 to 20, maybe even up to 25 miles per hour. So breezy today with that mix of sun and clouds. 46, a few degrees cooler than yesterday, but still not bad. Then for tonight, mainly clear, colder, 29. Tomorrow we'll warm it up to 53 and mostly sunny, around 60. On Thursday, late Thursday night, rain begins to move in. A cold front's going to move in for the weekend and just park here. And because of that, we have high potential for heavy rain, strong thunderstorms. Look at the warm temperatures in the 60s. And our concern is here for flooding potential, as some folks even to the north of us along the Ohio River, because they still have a snowpack, all that's going to melt. Plus you have the additional rain of 2 to 3 inches that could fall. That could be some serious issues there that we'll have to look at in the weekend.